side by side, flat on your bottom with your hands in your lap. Don't get too squished up because you're going to be sitting for a few minutes. Well, I set out to be an author, and I learned along the way that I was a storyteller. Well, I've been very fortunate that not only do I get to write stories, but I get to tell them. So my first book of stories, and my books are in your library, by the way, was Ballads and Tales of the Woods. And my second book of songs and stories was called Critters, Woods, and Water. And then the third book was Earth Tales and Bird Song. So from those three titles, Ballads and Tales of the Woods, Critters, Woods, and Water, and Earth Tales and Bird Song, what would you say I wrote about? Yeah, buddy?
I was gonna say maybe you could put like nature.
That's right. I write about nature. Yes.
Our ecosystem.
I write about the what's that?
The ecosystem is like all the living things.
And how they influence and depend on each other. That's right. Very good. So I started to describe what I saw, and this is the story. Going fishing. And it goes like this. Once upon a morning, there was a young girl. She decided she was going to go fishing. And so she was going to get some earthworms. Now, not far from her front porch was an apple tree. Under the apple tree in the soft, moist soil were a bunch of earthworms. And being earthworms, they were doing what earthworms are supposed to do. They munch on old rotten sticks and leaves and branches so they can turn those rotten sticks and leaves and branches back into the soil so more flowers and grasses and trees can grow, because that's what makes the earth the earth. And the girl walked under the tree. But when she did, earthworms, their bodies are designed to be sensitive to movement and to light. And when those earthworms sensed the movement above them, to them it may have been a robin looking for a worm to eat. It may have been a toad looking for a worm to eat. So the earthworms contracted and made themselves small. But what had made the ground vibrate was the young girl. She had come under the tree, and she knelt down, and when she did, she said, "Yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, come out, little crawlies, it's time to go fishing." Well, one of the earthworms thought the girl's voice was very gentle. So one of the earthworms poked his eyeless head up out of the soil and turned it backwards and forwards. And when the girl saw the earthworm, she said, "Oh, hi, there you are. Hey, would you like to go fishing?" And it goes like this. Once there were two chipmunks who knew where to get a good supply of food to fill their bellies till they could not hold another mouthful. But the food the chipmunks ate came from the plate of the mean dog who lived next door. He was not sure just who it was until he saw them come one day to jump and play and skip around and stuff their pouches. He got mad. It would be sad to tell you that he ate those chipmunks. As you may know, a storyteller has an obligation that when they share stories, they must is part of their job that goes back centuries is to share magic. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that these are two clothespins, solar clothes hangers. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know because of science that if I let this go, it's only going to go in one direction, which is down. Could somebody raise their hand and tell us why? Somebody we haven't heard from yet. Yes, ma'am. Gravity. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we just don't go up in the air. It's because gravity keeps us planted to the earth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you... That's right, change the laws of physics. Well, ladies and gentlemen, wait till you see this change of law in physics, buddy. Rick Rogers is going to defy gravity. You will never see this again in your whole life. I'm going to take these two clothespins, these two solar clothes dryers, and I am going to perform magic by turning around. When I turn back around, these will be suspended in the air without the use of my hands. Watch. 1, 2, 3.
Really?
No extra charge for the magic.
Really? It's because without your hands, you get your mustache. You never said you were.
That's right. You're welcome. Thank you.